All right, get ready to be transported because today we're diving deep into Rio de Janeiro.
Rio, oh, it's a city that just grabs you. It's where the mountains meet the sea, so you have this incredible natural beauty, and then the culture, it's vibrant, it's lively, it's on the streets, day and night.
Yeah, it's that mix of energy and the landscape that makes Rio so special. So let's start by talking about some of the neighborhoods a first-time visitors should check out. Where should they begin?
You know, every neighborhood in Rio has a distinct personality, which makes exploring so much fun.
I like that.
You can't talk about Rio without mentioning Copacabana.
Right.
It's the heartbeat of the city, that beach.
Yeah.
4 kilometers long, you can play volleyball with the locals, soak up the sun, sip on some fresh coconut water.
Sounds amazing. What about when the sun sets?
Copacabana comes alive at night. Restaurants, bars, nightclubs, music, laughter, it's all there. It's where you experience that carioca spirit, you know, the soul of Rio.
I'm feeling the rhythm already.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Copacabana for that high-energy beach experience. What about Ipanema? That seems to always be associated with chic and beachy.
Ipanema, yeah, that's definitely where chic meets the beach.
Right.
It has a more sophisticated vibe.
Okay.
The beach is stunning.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the song The Girl from Ipanema was born, after all.
Of course.
Trendy boutiques, cafes, just a more laid-back atmosphere, but upscale.
Sounds right up my alley. Now, Leblon, I've heard that's like the most exclusive neighborhood in Rio.
Leblon, yeah. That's the epitome of affluent Rio.
Okay.
High-end shops, gourmet restaurants, and the beach is tranquil. Like a world away from the busy city.
All right, so Copacabana for that vibrant energy, Ipanema for the chic beach scene, Leblon for luxury. What other neighborhoods should someone check out to get a feel for the diversity of Rio?
You've got to visit Santa Teresa for a glimpse into Rio's bohemian soul.
Oh, I like that.
It's up on a hillside, overlooking the city, charming, winding streets, colorful houses, great art scene.
I love those neighborhoods that have a bit of history. It's amazing how Rio blends all these different atmospheres together so seamlessly.
Yeah.
Now, when someone's ready to experience that Rio nightlife, that pulse, where do they go?
When the sun sets, Lapa. Lapa comes alive.
Okay.
Heart of Rio's nightlife. Samba clubs, bars, they spill out onto the streets. Music and energy everywhere. Mix of locals, tourists, everyone's just caught up in the rhythm.
Oh, I can only imagine. So many incredible neighborhoods to explore, each with its own unique vibe. Now let's talk about the beaches.
Yes.
We've touched on Copacabana and Ipanema, but what other stretches of sand should people experience?
If you're into surfing, Barra da Tijuca is a must.
Right.
It's Rio's longest beach, 18 kilometers.
Wow.
Insistent waves attract surfers from all over.
Oh, cool.
And even if you're not a surfer, Barra has something for everyone.
Okay, so there really is a beach for every mood in Rio.
Yeah.
Are there any hidden gems we should mention? Places that are a little bit off the beaten path?
Absolutely. For amazing views and tranquility, Praia de Botafogo.
Sugarloaf Mountain as your backdrop while you relax on the sand.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's a little quieter than the more famous beaches. Perfect for some peace and quiet.
All right, so the itinerary is filling up already. Now let's talk about those iconic landmarks, the ones that define Rio's skyline. Christ the Redeemer and Sugarloaf Mountain, those are at the top of everyone's list, right?
Oh, absolutely. Christ the Redeemer, that's an experience. It's not just sightseeing. It's a journey.
I love that.
You take a tram ride through the Tijuca forest.
Okay.
Anticipation builds with every turn. Then you reach the summit of Corcovado Mountain, and there he is, arms outstretched, embracing the whole city.
I can only imagine what that must feel like. What about Sugarloaf Mountain? What makes that so special?
Sugarloaf is all about the journey.
Okay.
Glass-walled cable car. You soar over the city, breathtaking views everywhere you look. And many say the panorama from Sugarloaf is even better than Christ the Redeemer. I love that little rivalry. But wait, the Tijuca Forest. I always thought Rio was all beaches and mountains. Tell me more about this urban oasis.
Well, get this. Rio has the largest urban forest in the world. It's the Tijuca Forest.
Wow. That's incredible.
It's a testament to the city's dedication to preserving nature. Escape the urban hustle, hike through lush greenery, hidden waterfalls. You might even spot some wildlife.
I would love that. Okay, back to those urban adventures. What other landmarks should people see?
You can't miss the Escadaria Selarón. That's a true testament to artistic passion. It's a staircase transformed into this vibrant, colorful mosaic by a Chilean artist named Jorge Selarón.
Wow.
Years of his life dedicated to covering the steps with tiles, over 2,000 of them from all over the world.
Wow.
It's become part of Rio's fabric.
I love that. Okay, breathtaking views, natural wonders. What about museums? Any you'd recommend?
If you want to delve into Brazil's artistic heritage, the Museu Nacional de Belas Artes. Impressive collection of Brazilian and international art, spanning various periods and styles. Masterpieces by renowned Brazilian artists, and works that show the country's diverse cultural influences.
So breathtaking views, natural wonders, artistic treasures. But let's talk about the heart and soul of Rio.
Carnival.
Carnival. What can people expect from this legendary celebration?
It's an explosion of color, music, dance, celebration of life unlike anything else. 5 days, the city is one giant party, samba rhythms everywhere. Everyone's just caught up in the joy.
I can only imagine. I've heard so much about the samba parades. What's it like to actually experience one?
The parades take place in the Sambadrome. It's an avenue purpose-built for this spectacle. And the samba schools, think of them as community organizations. They spend months preparing costumes, music, choreography. They compete for the championship title.
So that's where it all happens, the Sambadrome.
It's dazzling. Artistry, passion, community spirit.
Sounds incredible. Are there ways to experience Carnival besides the parades?
Oh yeah, Carnival is about inclusivity. Street parties, they're called blocos, bandas, cordões. They're popping up all over the city. Open to everyone, locals, tourists, everyone just comes together to experience that raw energy and joy.
Okay, I am officially adding Experience Carnival in Rio to my bucket list. Now, all this talk about Rio, it's making me hungry.
Of course, of course.
So let's talk about food.
Let's eat.
What are some absolute must-try dishes?
You can't visit Brazil without trying feijoada.
Okay, the national dish.
Yeah, it's hearty black bean stew made with different cuts of pork, served with rice, farofa, collard greens. Flavorful, filling, perfect meal.
I love those kinds of stews, those hearty meals. So, feijoada, check. What about for meat lovers? I've heard about something called churrasco.
Ah, churrasco, a meat
Right.
lover's dream.
That's
It's
right.
like an all-you-can-eat barbecue feast. Waiters bring skewers of grilled meats to your table, all different kinds. Juicy steaks, sausages, chicken hearts, ribs. You just signal when you want more, and they keep coming.
Oh, wow, I'm drooling already. But let's balance those hearty meals out with something a little lighter. What about acai?
Acai. Oh, it's a superfood from the Amazon rainforest. Staple in Rio, you'll find it everywhere. Smoothies, bowls, topped with granola, fruit, all sorts of good stuff. It's refreshing, healthy, perfect way to cool down.
I love acai bowls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what about drinks? I know there's a certain cocktail I need to try.
Of course, the caipirinha, Brazil's national cocktail.
Yes.
Cachaça, which is a sugarcane liquor, lime, and sugar. Tangy, refreshing, you have to try it.
Caipirinha. Noted. And just to reiterate, coconut water's everywhere, right?
Everywhere. Street vendors on almost every corner. It's the perfect way to stay hydrated. Try it straight from the coconut. It's a real taste of the tropics.
Love it. Okay, all this talk of food and drinks is making me so hungry, but before we get too carried away, let's talk about safety. What advice should we give for a safe and enjoyable trip?
Safety is paramount. Rio, like any big city, requires some precautions. Petty theft can be a concern, especially in crowded areas. So be aware of your surroundings. Don't flash expensive jewelry or electronics. Keep your belongings secure.
Good reminders. What about nighttime safety? Any areas to avoid?
Generally, it's a good idea to avoid walking alone at night, especially in deserted or poorly lit areas. If you're going out, stick to well-lit and populated areas or take a taxi, ride-sharing service like Uber or 99 taxis.
Makes sense. And speaking of transportation, how should people navigate the city?
Rio has good public transport. The metro is efficient and affordable, great for reaching key attractions. The bus network's extensive but can get crowded.
Right.
Taxis are widely available, but I recommend using official taxis or ride-sharing apps for safety and fair prices.
Plenty of options. What about for people who want to explore at their own pace and really take in the scenery?
Rio has a bike-sharing system called Rio Bike.
Oh, cool.
Fantastic way to explore the beachfront, enjoy the ocean breeze.
I love it. All right, so transportation's all figured out. Now, besides Carnival, any other events happening throughout the year that we should mention?
Rio loves to celebrate. New Year's Eve on Copacabana Beach is legendary. Fireworks, massive party atmosphere. If you're into music, Rock in Rio's a huge music festival attracts international headliners. And for film buffs, the Rio de Janeiro International Film Festival showcases a variety of films from around the world.
It sounds like there's always something going on. Now, let's get down to practicalities. Accommodation. What options are out there for different budgets?
Rio has a range of accommodations to suit all tastes and budgets. Luxury, iconic hotels like the Belmond Copacabana Palace, Hotel Fasano,
Ooh, those sound fancy.
opulence in prime locations.
Yeah, yeah. What about for those who want a more mid-range option?
Plenty of comfortable and well-located hotels in the mid-range category. Hotel Atlantis, Hotel Miramar, good examples. Comfort and affordability.
And for budget travelers?
Hostels and guest houses are great for budget-conscious travelers.
Yeah.
More social atmosphere, great way to meet people. You can find amazing deals, especially if you're willing to share a room.
Perfect. So there truly is something for everyone, no matter their budget. Now the question on everyone's mind, how much should someone budget for a trip to Rio?
Well, it depends on your travel style, but Rio has options for every budget. Accommodation can range from around $30 a night for a hostel bed to over $500 for a luxury hotel room.
Okay, big range.
Food costs can vary. You're looking at maybe $10 to $30 per meal depending on where you eat. Transportation is relatively inexpensive. Metro and bus rides are around $1.
Okay,
So you can experience Rio without breaking the bank.
that's great to hear.
Yeah, you could easily have a fantastic trip with a budget of maybe $500 to $1,500 per person for a week to 10 days. Depends on your choices, of course.
That's very doable. Okay, before we get into a sample itinerary, let's wrap up with some essential tips for first-time visitors.
Learning a few basic Portuguese phrases will enhance your interactions with locals. Even a simple hola, hello, or obrigado, thank you, shows respect and leads to more authentic experiences.
Great advice. Any other cultural tips?
Remember, Brazil has a more relaxed approach to time than some other cultures. Things might run a little late, so embrace that go-with-the-flow attitude.
Yeah, I like that. What about health and practicalities? Anything our listeners should keep in mind?
Staying hydrated is crucial. It's a tropical climate. Carry water, take advantage of those coconut water vendors, and wear sunscreen. The sun is strong.
Good reminders. What about currency and ATMs?
It's best to exchange currency or use ATMs for local currency, which is the Brazilian real.
Okay.
Credit cards are widely accepted, but have some cash on hand, especially for smaller purchases or in more remote areas.
Makes sense. Any final words of wisdom before we move on to that itinerary?
Research and book your accommodations and tours in advance, especially if you're traveling during peak season.
Good point. All right, that's fantastic advice. Now let's dive into that week-long sample itinerary, starting with day one.
Let's do it. Okay, so day one. Let's immerse ourselves in the heart of Rio. Imagine you've just arrived, you've settled into your hotel, time to hit the beach.
Copacabana, got to start there.
Like Copacabana Beach, yeah. Perfect introduction to Rio's energy. Walk along the beachfront promenade, watch the locals play foot volley.
What's foot volley?
Oh, it's this mix of soccer and volleyball, a real spectacle. Soak up some sun.
Love it.
And you can't miss trying fresh coconut water straight from the coconut.
Oh, yeah, that's essential.
Find a vendor along the beach. They're easy to spot. It's so refreshing.
Got to stay hydrated in that heat.
Yeah.
Okay, after a day of Copacabana, where should we go for dinner?
Let's dive into some Brazilian seafood.
Okay, I'm in.
There's this amazing restaurant in Leblon, Ouro.
Okay.
They have this contemporary take on traditional Brazilian seafood dishes, focus on fresh local ingredients.
Ouro sounds like a great first night dinner. What about after dinner?
Let's go to a samba show. Oh, yes.
There's no better way to experience the heart and soul of Brazilian music and dance.
Okay, tell me more about samba shows. Where should we go?
There are a few venues, but I recommend Rio Scenarium.
Okay.
It's this multi-level entertainment complex in a restored 19th century mansion in Lapa.
Wow.
The atmosphere is electric,
Cool.
incredible music, captivating dancers.
Rio Scenarium it is. So day one, Copacabana, fresh coconut water, amazing seafood, samba show. That's a good start. What about day two?
Day two, let's explore some iconic landmarks and dive into Rio's artistic side.
Sounds good to me.
We'll start with a visit to Christ the Redeemer,
Of course.
taking those panoramic views from Corcovado Mountain.
How do we get there? There are a few options, right?
Yeah, but I recommend the tram.
The tram through the forest.
The tram through the Tijuca forest. It's part of the experience. It winds through the rainforest. You see waterfalls, lush vegetation. You might even see a monkey or two.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, after Christ the Redeemer, what's next?
Let's head to the Musée du Amanhã. Okay.
The Museum of Tomorrow.
The Museum of Tomorrow, what is that?
It's a stunning architectural masterpiece on the waterfront.
Okay.
The exhibits are interactive, exploring sustainability, technology, the future of humanity.
Would you recommend this for someone who's not like a museum person?
Absolutely. The Museum of Tomorrow is designed for everyone. It's thought-provoking, immersive.
All right, I'm adding it to the list. Where should we grab lunch?
Let's try a traditional Brazilian restaurant in Santa Teresa, Bar de Mineiro.
Okay.
It's this lovely spot offering classic dishes like feijoada, moqueca, which is a fish stew.
Bar de Janeiro. Perfect. What about after lunch?
Let's explore Rio's art scene. Head over to the Central Cultural Banco do Brasil. It's called CCBB for short.
All right.
It's housed in this beautifully restored historic building, rotating exhibits, Brazilian and international artists.
Love it. Okay, so as evening rolls around, where are we having dinner on day 2?
Let's go for a unique dining experience. Santa Teresa again. Largo do Boticário. It's in a hidden square. Dates back to the 19th century. The restaurant is in this beautiful colonial-era building. The atmosphere is enchanting, and the food is modern Brazilian cuisine.
I'm sold. Largo do Boticário it is. What about after dinner?
Tonight, let's introduce you to coro music.
Toro music, remind me what that is.
It's this unique Brazilian genre, started in Rio in the late 19th century, known for its melodies, rhythms, and it's very improvisational, often played in informal settings like bars and cafes. It's captivating.
It sounds really cool. Where can we hear it?
There's a place in Lapa, Carioca de Gema.
Okay.
They have live coro music most nights, lively atmosphere, incredible music.
All right, Carioca de Gema. I'm writing it down. So day 2, iconic landmarks, art, delicious food, and captivating music. Sounds like a good mix. What about day 3?
Day 3, breathtaking views and a taste of Rio's nightlife. We'll start with Sugarloaf Mountain.
Love it.
Cable car ride to the top, stunning panorama of the city, Guanabara Bay, the mountains.
Can't beat that. What's next after Sugarloaf?
Let's explore Urca.
Urca, okay.
It's at the base of Sugarloaf. Peaceful, picturesque, beaches, cafes, relaxed atmosphere.
Sounds like a perfect place to unwind. What should we do there?
Take a stroll along Praia Vermelha.
Okay.
It means red beach, calm waters, stunning views of Sugarloaf.
Mm-hmm.
Relax, maybe take a dip in the ocean.
Yes, please. What about lunch on day 3?
You got to try a kiosk on Ipanema Beach.
A kiosk, okay. Tell me more.
They're a huge part of Rio's beach culture. Casual food, drinks, perfect for lunch or an afternoon snack.
Okay.
They've got everything. Seafood, grilled meats, sandwiches, salads, caipirinhas.
Kiosk lunch it is. What's on the itinerary for the evening?
Tonight, we're experiencing Lapa's nightlife.
All right, I'm ready.
We'll head to a bar called Arco da Velha.
Okay.
Right under the Arcos de Lapa, lively atmosphere, great music, caipirinhas.
Perfect.
And then just wander through the streets. Lapa comes alive at night, street parties, live music.
Oh, I love that.
That energy is contagious.
So day 3, breathtaking views, beach vibes, the energy of Lapa. Another great day. What about day 4?
Day 4, time to explore Rio's cultural side and venture a bit off the beaten path.
I'm ready for that.
Let's start with the Santa Teresa Convent.
Okay.
Beautiful 18th century convent, amazing views of the city, plus a fascinating collection of art and artifacts from the colonial era.
Oh, I love that. What else should we see in Santa Teresa?
Let's hop on the Bond.
The Bond.
Yeah, the yellow tram, it winds through the streets.
I've seen pictures of those.
Yeah, fun and nostalgic way to see the neighborhood, experience a little bit of Rio's history.
I'm in. Okay, where should we have lunch on day 4?
Let's try a charming restaurant, also in Santa Teresa, Espírito Santo.
Yeah?
Creative menu, contemporary Brazilian cuisine, fresh, seasonal ingredients.
Espírito Santo. Got it. What's next?
After lunch, let's head to the Jardim Botânico, the botanical garden.
Okay.
Tranquil oasis, lush greenery, exotic plants, beautiful flowers.
I love botanical gardens.
Escape the city, enjoy a nice stroll. You can see the diversity of Brazil's plant life.
All right, sounds relaxing.
Yep.
Dinner on day 4, where are we going?
Let's go back to Botafogo for some more contemporary Brazilian cuisine.
Okay.
There's a place called Iraja Gastro.
Iraja Gastro.
They have a creative menu, showcases the different flavors of Brazil, dishes inspired by different regions of the country.
Perfect. What are we doing after dinner?
Let's introduce you to Foro.
Foro.
Yeah, ready to learn more.
I am. Tell me all about it.
Foro is a partner dance, originated in northeastern Brazil.
Whoop.
Super popular throughout the country. Close embrace, energetic footwork, and the rhythm, it's infectious.
I can't wait to try it. Where should we go?
There's this place in Botafogo, Asa Branca.
Okay.
They have 4 nights a few times a week. You can learn some steps, let loose.
All right, Asa Branca, Foro dancing. Day 4 sounds incredible. Culture, nature, dancing. What about day 5?
Day 5, let's explore Rio's street art and uncover some hidden gems.
How fun.
We'll start the day in Santa Teresa again with a walking tour focused on street art.
A street art tour. Cool. What will we see?
Santa Teresa is like a haven for street artists. You'll see everything. Colorful murals, graffiti. It's all over the buildings, stairways, even abandoned houses. The tour takes you through the most vibrant areas. You'll learn about the art and the artists.
Wow, I can't wait. Okay, lunch on day 5. Where are we eating?
Back to a traditional Brazilian spot in Santa Teresa, Café do Alto.
Café do Alto, okay.
It's charming, cozy, delicious food. They have an amazing feijoada. Some say it's the best in Rio.
All right, I'm sold. After lunch, where are we off to?
Let's explore the Escadaria Selarón.
Oh, yes. The Selarón steps. I've seen so many pictures.
It's truly iconic. That staircase, transformed into a mosaic by the Chilean artist Jorge Selarón.
Yeah.
He spent years covering those steps with tiles from all over the world. Over 2,000 tiles. It's a work of art.
It's incredible. Okay, so dinner time on day 5. Where to?
Let's head to Lapa for some traditional Brazilian food again. Casa da Feijoada.
Okay.
The name says it all. Feijoada is their specialty.
Makes sense.
They have all kinds of variations of this classic dish.
Casa de Feijoada it is. After dinner, what's the plan?
Tonight, we'll experience a live music venue in Lapa, Circo Voador.
Okay.
They have a mix of musical acts, samba, bossa nova, rock, reggae. Really something for everyone.
Love the variety. All right, so day 5. Art, culture, more of Lapa's nightlife. It's been a busy week. What about day 6?
Day 6, we're all about those beaches, relaxing, soaking up the karaoke vibe. We'll start the day at Ipanema Beach.
Ipanema. Can't miss it. What should we do there?
Just enjoy it. Walk along the beach, take in the scene, maybe try some futebol.
I want to try that.
Yeah, it's fun to watch too.
It looks so cool. All right, lunch on day 6.
Let's try a casual beachside spot, Arraial de Ipanema,
Right.
named after the song.
Of course.
They have fresh seafood, grilled meats, other Brazilian favorites, and the views are incredible.
Garota de Ipanema right on the beach. Perfect. What's after lunch?
Let's head over to Leblon Beach.
Okay.
It's got a more relaxed, upscale atmosphere. Sunbathe, swim, people watch.
Sounds amazing. What should we look for in Leblon?
Check out the Mirante du Leblon.
Okay.
It's a lookout point. You get amazing views of the beach, the ocean, the Two Brothers Mountain. Great spot for
I
photos.
can see some pictures there.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we having dinner on day 6?
Let's go somewhere stylish in Leblon. Zuka. Creative menu, contemporary Brazilian cuisine with some Japanese influence. The sushi is fantastic.
I love sushi. Zuka, got it. And for our last night, after dinner.
Tonight, we're experiencing bossa nova.
Oh, yes. Where should we go?
There's this cozy, intimate place in Ipanema, Vinicius Piano Bar.
Okay.
Live bossa nova most nights. Perfect spot to unwind. Sip a cocktail. Let the music transport you.
Venetia's Piano Bar it is. All right, so day 6, a perfect mix of relaxation, scenery, and some more cultural experiences. Day 7, our final day in Rio. What's the plan?
Day 7, savoring the last moments and experiencing something truly unique.
Okay.
We'll start with Parque Lage.
Parque Lage, where is that?
It's a beautiful park at the base of Corcovado Mountain.
Oh, cool. What should we do there?
It's a peaceful oasis. Enjoy a stroll. Admire the greenery. You can even visit the Escola de Artes Visuais. It's a visual art school housed in this stunning mansion.
That sounds nice. Okay, last lunch in Rio. Where are we going?
Let's go back to the beach.
Yes.
Ipanema.
Okay.
Casual lunch at one of those kiosks. A perfect way to savor the last moments. Enjoy that karaoke vibe one last time.
I love that. Okay, what's next on this final day?
Let's do something unforgettable. A favela tour.
Okay. I've heard about those. Tell me more.
A favela tour is a guided tour through one of Rio's favelas.
Okay.
They're the informal communities. You learn about the history, the culture, you meet the residents, you gain a deeper understanding of the city.
It sounds really impactful. Are they safe?
Absolutely, as long as you choose a reputable tour company, one that's committed to responsible tourism and works closely with the community. Do your research, book in advance, and listen to your guide.
All right, that's good advice. Now, for our last meal in Rio, where should we go?
Let's head to Santa Teresa one last time. There's a restaurant called TommyTravelz in the Santa Teresa Hotel Gallery.
Okay.
Fine dining. Stunning views of the city. The menu is contemporary Brazilian with fresh local ingredients.
Therese sounds perfect for a final celebration.
Wait,
What should we do on our last night in Rio after dinner?
let's go back to Copacabana Beach.
Okay.
Watch the sunset over the ocean. A breathtaking sight and a perfect way to say goodbye.
This itinerary has been incredible.
I'm glad you liked it.
I am so ready to book my trip. Rio sounds amazing.
It is. It's got everything. Beaches, views, culture, food, and that warmth and energy that just stays with you.
This deep dive has been fantastic. Any final words of wisdom as our listener plans their trip?
Embrace the karaoke spirit. Let go. Embrace the moment. Savor the joy. Try new things. Talk to the locals. Let the rhythm of the city guide you.
Beautifully said. Whether you're drawn to the energy of Copacabana, the charm of Santa Teresa, or the views from Sugarloaf Mountain, Rio has something for everyone. So keep exploring, keep discovering. We'll see you on our next deep dive.